Hi. Uh, so anyway, I opened it up and I said, "What do you want to say to him?" And he said, "Just tell him thank you." And we've had a lot of, well, I think a lot of people go through this. Someone promises something and then they don't deliver, and like giving up hope about humanity and stuff. So that was a burst of, there are good people in this world, and I'm so glad that he was one of them, because I don't know. It's hard to explain, but you know what I mean. So a little while after that, it was his birthday, Joker's birthday, and so I thought, well, he's so nice to me. It would I'd be an ass. This is uncensored. I'm gonna swear, whatever. Um, Joker was the type to swear every other word, so. But I don't think anyone that's young would subscribe to me anyway. I would be boring to them. They would be like, "You're old." I'm like, "You're 12." um, that's the kind of arguments I have with people on the internet, kids on the internet. They're barely out of diapers and they can use a computer, so they bother me. I want to send a bill to their parents for babysitting. Say, give me $50. I talked to your kid for an hour. But that's another video altogether, apparently. Uh, but anyway, I thought it would be rude to blow off his birthday. I had his phone number. He goes, "Oh yeah, well, if you want to talk to me anytime, here's my phone number. If there's any uh, thing wrong or any questions, here's my phone number." Apparently he gave it to everyone, whatever. He says, "Here's my cell phone." So anyway, I picked up, I don't know when, like 9 or 10 at night, because I always saw comments late at night with him. So I knew he kind of had the hours that I had. I always stay up at night, and so I talked to him, and I talked to him for 4 hours. I'm not joking. And I plugged in the cell phone into the jack just because the battery was running low, and it was practically charged when I started talking to him on the phone. Well, not, I don't want to say I was talking to him. It was more like me not getting a word in edgewise and him going on about how he used to be a stand-up comedian and all the celebrities he knew, and how he would be this rough biker image in movies, and how he would just be like in the background, but he um, would make money doing that, and how he would just the stories that he told. And he told me that there was once or twice that he could, because he has a Rottweiler named Max, and he collected Max's shit, like the little pebbles, and he sent them to his friend, and then his friend put them in the middle of these nice chocolate truffles, like the nice ones like you'd get at Seeds Candies or a gourmet shop, and with the little flower frosting on the top, and put them in the nice little doilies. Then he had the dog shit in the middle, and he goes, "Oh yeah, well, Max put a present in there too. That's how we phrased it." And he laughed, and he said he did that to one or two people, and he put a note. It was in a box, with the lid and everything, a gift box, and he sent it to them and said, "Oh, it's no hard feelings what you did. Here's some chocolate." And he said he did that a couple times, at least, and uh, he said that he loved dressing up in a police uniform and going to his friends' houses uh, and scaring them, because he said he had it still from the movie that he was in, like he kept it. And, so anyway, it was fascinating. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, well, I hope I'm not keeping you up." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I should get going." And I kind of feel bad now. I guess I should have called him a couple more times. And I kept on telling myself, well, if he dies, then I'll feel bad. Because I kept on putting off calling him. At least I have that one phone call that I was on the phone with him. And later he said, oh, yeah, well, Jody might not think that I can listen, but I can listen if you need me to. Because I started talking to people later about how I could barely squeeze in a yes or a no. I'm telling you, people, for 4 hours. But now that he is gone, I cherish everything that he said. I pretty much remember everything that he said to me. I don't know how much of it was exaggerated or what, but it was a great conversation. And he told me that him and Max had steak, and Max had a bigger steak. He said Max was the carnivore in the family, the carnivore. Oh, just feel sorry for me when I say something wrong. Don't judge me. That he was the carnivore in the family, therefore he was going to eat the meat. And he said that you should have seen the look on his face when he saw that meat, and he looked up at me, and it was like I could hear him saying, "Is that all for me?" And then I said, "Yes, Max, that is all for you. So enjoy." And then he said that Max was like sleeping off the steak on the other side of the room when I was talking to him. He said he was listening to Frank Sinatra and smoking a cigar. People that know him, even online, know exactly that sounds like something he would say. If you know Jeremy slash Joker and you have a couple bucks laying around, they are asking for, because his mom is on a fixed income and he was on a fixed income. And I know that sounds shady, but come on, people. I mean, I don't have the money. I swear I would give him a little bit of money if I could. I swear, deep into my soul, because especially it would be paying back what I feel like I owe him, and I feel like I'd be paying that forward. Um, I'd be paying that. I'm gonna pay it forward in my life. Trust me, I went back to convenience store because I owed them $1 like 2 months later, and I went out of my way to give them back their dollar. So I have a conscience, people. That's a story altogether. But if you know this guy, or not, it just doesn't matter, honestly. And you want to help, I'll put the information. This guy Robert, he's handling everything. I'll put the information, and I'll put his Facebook. I'll put Jeremy slash Joker's Facebook link in the description. And yeah, I'm just gonna be thinking about him this next couple days. And he honestly, like, he was a smartass, and he was an asshole, but he was awesome. He was honestly like that friend that you would call if you were in jail. You know what I mean? Like that one friend that you could depend on when your life went to shit. And at least he would laugh at you at the phone or on the phone or something. Like at least he would uh, try to make you feel better about your situation. But yeah, he sincerely tried. And there's so many stories that I've read, and I'll read more, about people saying at least he stuck his hand out and said, I can't do anything for you, but I'll see if I can see. I'll look around and see what I can do for you. He was that type of person, and I feel everyone should be that type of person to each other. Everyone would be better if we were all like that. We all helped each other. Because when it came right down to it, he was a great person, um, and he was just rough around the edges. That's all. And that's my kind of people. The smart ass, you can say anything and it won't offend them type of person. But then also nice. When it comes right down to it, they're nice. So anyway, that's it. I've talked for almost 10 minutes. Uh, so yeah, I'm I'm gonna be thinking about them, and I hope you do too.